right, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris Unholy Jesus. Yeah.
What's up, fam? What's up?
Welcome.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Haven't heard that in a while.
All right.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Media Hijack. This is episode 181. Before we get started, if you guys want to get some official Media Hijack t-shirts, you can head over to themediahijack.com. Grab you some official t-shirts. Also, Chris got his on today. Yes.
Hey, I'm wearing
it's a
my
nice
uniform.
t-shirt.
Oh,
You can almost smell it. That Chris Unholy scent. All right, if you guys want to catch the replay for this live Twitch video, you guys might want to catch this one because there's going to be a bunch of videos, and you guys might want to see what this man looks like because we're about to cover a crazy ass story.
All right, for real.
And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, give us that 5-star frog splash. All right. So today's main topic, we're going to be talking about this satanic high wizard who used to be, Satanist, and then he found the light, and then he converted over to Christianity or Catholicism. One of those two. Well, basically, he found the light. But before he found the light, he went through a lot of shit, dude. Like
A lot.
the stuff he went through, like as a child, man. You guys got to hear for yourself because I believe this story. I believe this dude. Because some of the stuff he says is like almost self-criminalization. Is that how you say it?
Right.
Like he basically snitched on himself.
Yeah, he straight up dry snitched on himself.
Yeah, I was like, you did what? God damn it, child.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier that when I was listening to it last night, I was playing a video game, and I kept pausing it because like, wait, what did you just say? Because I was like listening like through my phone, but playing the game on my television.
Yeah.
So I was hearing. I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, I know I didn't hear what I just thought I heard.
There's a lot of oh my god moments.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so this guy's name was Zachary King. He claims to be a former Satanist. He joined a Satanic coven when he was a teenager, and then he basically rose into the ranks within the organization. And then he did all this crazy shit, and then he ended up finding the light, and then started speaking to like the public too about his experience, and he wanted to warn people and about like the dangers of Satanism and the occult. But what we're gonna cover today is like basically everything that he experienced, like from a child all the way to an adult, like then how he became like a really high rank wizard, and what exactly does that even mean. But we're gonna cover all that, and I got a whole bunch of videos for you guys, so we get started with the first one here.
He said there's 13 steps to becoming a Satanist, and you've done almost all of them already. All I had left to do, I had to slice my left thumb and bleed onto a document. And on the final page of a 5-page document, I agree to sell my soul to the devil. We're talking, and he says, basically in a nutshell, Satan has chosen you to be the next high wizard. And my heart skipped a beat. These guys are sought after by everyone. Actors, rock stars, kings, queens, presidents, diplomat. My first month, I was chosen almost on my 21st birthday. And it was a few days later, I found myself in Bohemian Grove.
See, that's so basically what he was saying, like right there, he was getting initiated into like the Satanist group, like all these things that he had to do, like, pretty much gave his blood, and then officially say like he sold his soul like to the devil and stuff, and then boom, it's a part of the club.
Like, welcome,
here you go, you can wear this red hoodie now.
Does it fit? Does it fit good?
Yeah, let me play the next video, then we'll talk about it. Because like what I'm playing next is about like a story about like him like getting into like magic like as a child, because he was always into this even before he knew about Satanists. Like he was just he was on that path to just pure darkness already.
Oh shit.
But let me just play this next video.
Very first day of the 5th grade, and this kid came up next to me and he said, meet me in the bathroom at the first break.
Okay.
Now this is 1976. There's no internet. There's no way to look up, hey, if somebody says meet me in the bathroom, don't go. So this kid tells me to meet, and I was like, okay, I don't know any better. So I walk into the bathroom at 10:20, and there's about 49 other kids in there, boys and girls, just milling around, waiting for something to happen. And they tell us that we're going to turn out the lights, and we're going to chant a phrase into the mirror 11 times. And if we do it correct, the spirit of a burn victim will show up in the mirror.
Goddamn.
Now, none of us believe what we're being told. You know, I haven't ever seen this in a movie or a cartoon. I haven't ever had a friend tell me. I've got an older brother. He didn't tell me he did this. My parents have never told me this story. Never done it at church. Never heard this anywhere. But this kid, same age as me, is telling me this story, and it's like, all right, let's try it and see what happens. So they turn out the lights. That alerts everybody that something's different, because some of us are still scared of the dark. So now all of a sudden we're in a totally dark room, and you're in there with 49 other kids, and we chant the phrase 11 times, and suddenly the mirror flickers, and there's a face there that's not one of us. And it looks like the spirit of a burn victim. I mean, his face is melted partially. Some of the upper lip is melted over down to the bottom lip, over the snarling teeth. And 49 kids ran screaming out of the bathroom.
Yeah, man, for real.
And in my talks, I say one child, he's an idiot. I call him an idiot because it was me. Stayed in the bathroom and thought, I did this. I chanted this phrase 11 times. And I made this face appear.
See, like he as a young child, he didn't seem to be phased like when they did this game and they played in the mirror and then they actually made like a burn victim face showed up, right? He wasn't even scared at all. He was like, holy shit, I did something.
No, he was standing there like all the kids run off and he's standing there like, this is so fucking hot. Like,
yeah, I was like, this is so hot right now.
Oh man.
Yeah. I could see like in a movie, right, where he's just staring in the mirror, right? All the kids like, they're all running, but then he was the only one there left.
Still making eye contact with the burnt person.
He's like, what the hell? And then he looks sideways, like, there's nothing there. What is that? I was like, I did that?
I gotta try this again. It's like an addiction. It sounds like he got addicted.
Yeah, because it's like, whoa. It's like, I really did something. But before we continue this podcast, all the podcasts I'm pulling it from, I'm pulling it from a podcast called Almost False. You guys can go over there and check out, because there's actually another video of this guy, and Almost False. They do like a lot of like really, I guess controversial like stuff. People would, with a lot of weird shit. Like there was like I think one where it was like a gay dude speaks out about the whole gay movement, some shit like that. But it's like that. Yeah. So you guys check those guys out. All right, let's play another video. This next video, he's gonna be talking about like the Mirror Land and stuff, and all about that. All right.
This is incredible. Now, remember, at 10 years old, you're not always the sharpest tack. That Mirror Land there that I'm looking at is not some distant land that I'm able to tap into, and it's not the room behind the mirror. If you're seeing it in the mirror, it's standing next to you. So,
See, the thing he didn't mention in that video, he didn't mention how they played the game. Like, what name did he actually said?
Yeah, maybe he did it on purpose.
Like, what name you think he said?
I don't know. My first thought is like, well, Candyman ain't no burn victim, but maybe like a Bloody Mary. I mean, that's probably the more infamous one.
It might have been that one, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. But I don't know, because I mean, we had a lot of burn victims. I mean, because every parts of the world, we all got our urban legends and boogeyman's and stuff. So whatever he might have been chanting, or what the kids might have been chanting, maybe something we never even heard of before. Because maybe it might be some real dark shit, like something like how we talk about people get scared of like what's the name, Bloody Mary. Like, okay, that's probably not even real, but something like that. What if that's like so like unknown of like a type of a summon that kids don't even really know about it? Cause we all know about, because growing up we all knew about Bloody Mary. I mean, that's kind of like a given, but
it pretty much made its wave like around, I think, every single playground, like, you know, nationwide, maybe all around the world. And this was before the internet. This is like word of mouth.
Right.
It's almost like every school knew about Bloody Mary. From where we grew up. And I'm pretty sure you in Baltimore too, right? Like Bloody Mary it's pretty hot.
Oh, yeah. What's Bob say?
Well, I don't know. Bob says y'all passed quota on that name since your last podcast. What?
Sirs.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Coming in hot with these cryptic messages.
Right.
Something we said like 10 weeks ago. All right, let's play the next video, and then we're gonna discuss what else this guy is talking about.
In my school,
okay.
Oh, I know about me.
Your time to go to the bathroom is the 3 minutes in between classes.
Yeah.
PE is on the far side of the school, outside. When you come inside from that, you've got 3 minutes to make it all the way to the other side of the school to my next class. It's a math class. So I got in there. I really had to pee really bad. So I put my hand up. You know, teacher calls on me and I say, can I go to the bathroom? You had 3 minutes in between classes. Why didn't you go then? 3 minutes isn't enough time for me to go to the bathroom and come here. I'd have been late. You'd have given me a detention. I have PE before this. I don't have time to make it. So she gives me the pass. And she tells me not to dilly-dally, not to play in the hall, don't play in the bathroom, go do your job and come back. Okay. So I take that, walk down to the end of the hallway, and go to the bathroom. When I enter the bathroom, there's a noise in there. It sounds like somebody's breathing hard in the bathroom.
Okay.
But I look under all the stalls, there's no feet. And we have like 5 stalls. And then we have a large handicap stall. So there's nobody at the urinals. I walk to the first door, open it, nobody there. Next door, open it, nobody there. Third and fourth doors, nobody there. This is getting uber creepy. Because I can hear there's somebody in this room. But I'm not seeing anybody anywhere. I mean, I'm checking the ceiling, the corners, vents, you know, somebody hiding. If somebody had been hiding in a vent, that'd have probably scared the crap out of me. Or if I'd have looked up and seen somebody attached to the ceiling. I've seen all those movies. You know, that would have scared me too. But they're not in any of the stalls. And then I open up the final one. And there's a female teacher sitting on the toilet with her skirt hiked up to her waist. I can see her vagina. But I'm 11 years old. I'm not interested in sex. And women are not on my radar whatsoever. I'm not even looking at girls in school. And I don't know what it is. To me, it looks like she has a wound. It looks like somebody cut her or something, and there's something there. And she's playing with it and moaning and writhing and tells me to come in the bathroom.
Okay.
So I come into the stall and she tells me to lock it behind me.
Jesus.
So I do that. And then she sexually assaults me. And she ends up pulling down my pants and my underwear, having me lay on the floor, and she climbs on top of me. When we were done, she told me that it was my idea, that I liked it. You have to admit that you liked it. I had to admit that I liked it. And that if I told anybody, I would be expelled from school. I would be arrested. I'd be put in prison. My parents would disown me.
Hey,
That's a crazy story, right?
Man, insane.
I don't think he made that one up. Like, it seemed like something that really did happen to him. The wild thing is like, what is a teacher like doing in the boys' restroom in the first place, unless she was waiting for a child to come in there? Anybody could have got it.
honestly, when I heard him like talk about this story last night, the first thing I thought of was like, what if the teacher wasn't really a teacher? What if it wasn't human?
Shit!
What if it wasn't human? You know, that was what I took away from it last night. I was like, what if it wasn't really a teacher? It could be whatever came out that damn mirror. You know, like what y'all bring into the world?
Yeah, it could have been like a shapeshifter, like a kitty cat just walked in there, then turned into a woman.
Yeah, because it's just so random. I was like, that sounds like some demon activity. You know, that sounds like some.
Yeah, like 11 years old, and she's like, jackpot! Somebody came in the bathroom.
Sweet, a 12-year-old.
Sweet, now put the skirt over my head. Show him that gash.
The way he described it is sick.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then she just molested him and then rode on him. She said she sat on top of him.
All that weight coming down.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was like, damn, that's crazy. So like
on the dirty ass bathroom floor.
Yeah, like you think like him, like already like as a child, he was supposed to experience like these things because like I said, maybe the dark side got him early. And they're like, hey, we can let him experience all this crazy shit because look at him looking in the mirror, looking at whatever he saw, and he just stayed there. And then the dark side was like, hey, start the program.
You start the initiation process.
Yeah. All right, on this day, he's going to go pee, and we want you to write on him.
Send Agent so-and-so in. Agent Vagina. Send her in.
Bob says, because she's nasty like that. Yeah. And then, like, the thing, I don't have the video about it, but he said, like, he felt so disgusted after that happened. Like, he said he felt so dirty. Like, he kept on taking, like, hot showers every day because he felt like he couldn't wash off that, whatever, that filthiness that he felt. Like, he even got to the point where he said he was going to, like, drink bleach. Like, he knew it could kill him, but he was just going to drink just enough so he could clean his insides because he just felt he felt dirty. Filthy.
Yeah, we said that last night when I was listening. I was like, please don't do it, kid. Like, like that is insane. Yeah.
That's how dirty he felt. And he didn't know, like, how to get rid of it, you know?
That's sad, though, man. Because, I mean, it sounds like he was a straight up, like, a sexual assault victim. I mean, take all the demon stuff aside. It sounds like he may have been just straight up sexually assaulted by a woman that was just... That's traumatizing, to be honest. I know... It's weird, because you be hearing, like, dudes, like... Because you hear all these news stories, like these teachers sleeping with these kids in school. And he's like, men online be like, yeah, I wish that was my teacher. I'm like, no, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that is crazy. Because it probably, like, mentally, it probably fucked him up, you know? Yeah. And it probably made him want to do, like, more, like, bad shit, you know?
Right. Because there's grown-ass adults who regret who they lost their virginity to at a reasonable age. Mm-hmm. So imagine if you're a kid and that shit gets taken from you. It's different.
Yeah, like, give me that shit. Now I got it. That shit mine now. Give me that. Yeah. All right, I'll play the next video. You ready, Chris Unholy?
What's that?
I'm about to play the next video.
Okay.
All right, let's see what this one is all about.
At my house, my parents have a 26-inch console TV.
Damn.
But going over to this place, they had a 50-inch projection screen TV. You know, and my house, you could watch a lot of G-rated movies or a PG-rated movie if it had been vetted by my dad first. But over there, they have R-rated movies, X-rated movies, triple X-rated movies, X-rated movies with kids in it my age. You know, and they told me that what happened to me when I was 11 was very sad and terrible and should have never happened to anybody. But now I can get my power back. I can decide to have sex with anybody I want to.
There it is.
Nobody can tell me no. And if somebody wants to have sex with me and I don't want to do it, I can tell them no. And they'll make me famous. They will put me in movies. And people from all over the world will write in and want to see me perform.
So, like, basically, this next story, he was talking about how he pretty much got introduced to, like a satanic coven. But he didn't know it was, like, satanic at that time. And then somehow, like, he was, like, you know, like, introduced to, like, to this place. And then they... Basically, that place is like a fantasy land. Because they gave him everything, like he said. Because at home, he couldn't watch certain movies. At this place, you could watch all the movies he want. And it's, like, triple X movies. On top of that, he was watching, like, you know, the kiddie corn.
Yeah.
He was like, oh shit, like, and then on top of that, they let him use like drugs and like have sex with whoever he want. He's like, whoa, this is like a damn. He got everything, living life, don't have to pay for nothing.
It's like It's like Disneyland, but for freaks.
Yeah, and then he was like, I could become a movie star, like this young, like just performing like like sex acts on these other like these children and stuff.
Right.
And like I said, like the crazy thing about this whole story is that this guy is actually saying all this, that was him doing all this, child corn.
Yeah, because make no mistake about it, they do be trying to put people in positions, especially people that's looking for fame. They always get put in these positions. We just watched recently that show on Netflix, was it not Baby Rabbit?
Baby
Reindeer.
Oh,
Baby Reindeer.
Oh yeah.
Crazy, bro, crazy. But they got a point episode where you kind of like, you see what happens when a person gets put in a position where they're just trying to reach fame, and the person that they're reaching to that has way more power than them always abuse it, and then it's like kind of like, well, I'm trying to be famous, so I'm gonna just kind of just let them like kind of keep going around. And hopefully, I can grind through this, and then I don't know. It's crazy, man. So
yeah,
and that was a grown man.
Bit of that.
That was a grown man happened to in the show. That happened to a grown man. So a kid's kind of like, man, I got everything I want here, and I just do what they want.
Yeah, I was like, I could do whatever I want here, and
I eat pizza all day, like kids
eat
shit,
pizza, get McDonald's whenever, All right, this next video, this is when he started to get introduced by like 3 other children that was also like doing, filming acts.
Love to do that. They showed me a bunch of movies, vids and loops, and still photos. And all this is naked kids. Most of them, they're anywhere from 3 to 15 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Most of the kids being like 8 to 12.
I swear to God.
And
8.
This looks like fun to me. So they introduced me to 3 girls that are sisters. One is 8, one is 11, and one is 14.
That's wild, right?
I had a feeling. I don't remember him saying what was the main number of the age they would pick, but just now, before he said it, I was like, he's probably gonna say 8. That seems like the perfect number for them, these freaks. And he said 8. I was like, oh, I know it.
Yeah, like 8. Jesus Christ! Can you remember a time when you were 8?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't either. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we weren't thinking of nothing like that. We were just doing playtime.
Let's watch the Power Rangers.
Yeah, but shit, imagine like the parent, like, because I think like later he did say like the mom was involved in it, and the mom purposely put her children to do those acts.
Right.
That's pure evil.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's play this next video.
How old are you at that time?
12.
Okay.
And these girls are going to teach me how to have sex. Because I don't know anything. And they said, you're going to learn with the 8-year-old first. Once she feels that you know everything that she can teach you,
Jeez.
you'll move to the 11-year-old, do the same thing, then move to the 14-year-old. When you graduate the 14-year-old, you'll be good enough to be in movies.
Okay.
That's wild, right? So they start him off with the 8-year-old first, and it seemed like how he said it, like the 8-year-old is gonna teach you everything, and then you're gonna just work up your way and higher, like 11, 14, and then so and so. That's insane.
Jesus Christ, hell yeah! It's like a ranking system. Like kind of like we're gonna build you up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, what's the 8-year-old thinking? Like, it's just all fun? Like, what do you think?
Hey, you're probably like, it's 11 because what the 8-year-old's training them, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh
wild.
yeah, the 8-year's probably like, it's just another day. Probably all used to it. If the 8-year-old is training, they used to it. They already been indoctrinated.
Yeah, they're probably born into it, because he said like the videos he was watching, it was kids between the ages of like 3 and up. 3, like, come on, what the hell are you doing at 3? You're barely walking, and now you're in a movie star.
Man, this sounds sick.
That shit is crazy. And then this dude is just telling everything about it. I was like, yeah, this might be real, because there's no adult out there that's going to be talking about them used to be in that type of business as a child.
Right. I was like, I get you trying to expose these people, but it sounds like you about to put yourself in jail.
Yeah, that's crazy, because like this podcast, Almost False, I went to go check on their channel, and this was like their last podcast video, and I was like,
When was the last video? When did that video come out?
that video came out like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, he hasn't done one since.
I think he got caught, dude. He got caught up with like the wrong people, and they're like, he's like, yeah, you posted that video.
Like,
We see you. Yeah, we're gonna take care of you guys now.
Pops says, so that's what happens when kids get kidnapped. Get put through a process.
Man, I told you I almost got kidnapped one time by a Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, in LA. I saw him. He made eye contact, everything. I was like, damn, this guy about to kidnap me. I looked at him too. I was like, where you gonna take me?
How much candy you got?
Nah,
make a deal.
like he was like on the other side of the fence, so I was like, you can't get me, man.
Hey,
We
climb
gonna
that
run?
shit?
We gonna climb this big ass fence?
It's just 10 feet tall.
Yeah, because the elementary it looked like a prison. It was surrounded by a big ass fence.
Oh, yeah, like a prison yard?
Yeah, that's what the elementary looked like. I was like, that shit's crazy.
Hey, look, there's a reason why they got that fence up.
And then I saw my dad. I saw my dad's car. I was like, all right, let me walk to the car. Then I walked to the car. I looked back at the Mexican guy. I was like, peace out. Catch you tomorrow. Or you catch me.
Can't catch
Whatever
me.
comes first.
Did you ever tell your dad?
No, I don't tell my dad stuff like that.
He just kept it moving.
Yeah, he'd probably just laugh and be like, that was close.
Glad I got here. Glad I got here when I did.
Or he'd probably be like, man, they don't want your ass, man. What they gonna do? Feed you? Take care of you?
That's what my parents used to tell me. Like when I was a kid, I'm like, what if they kidnap you? They're like, they're gonna give you right back. That's what they're gonna do.
Old badass kid. And action. Click.
It's like, don't nobody want you but me. That's what my mom used to tell me. Don't nobody want you but me. Calm down.
Nobody want your ass. Put your ass in the car. All right, let's play the next video. I think this is the next one. Let me see.
On that same time, I agreed that I wanted to be in these movies. This looked like fun. And suddenly I'm interested in girls. And, not only am I interested in girls, but I have the opportunity to see as many girls as I want to naked in real life. Like, I'm not just looking at it in a magazine or in a video. I'm going to be with this girl on the bed doing whatever it is we're told to do. And this is very exciting. I find out that these two girls are sisters, and they have been involved in child pornography. Now, it wasn't called kiddie porn. It wasn't called child pornography. It was called movies. But they'd been in movies since they were all three of them 3 years old.
Jesus Christ.
And their mother.
And what he said at the end, and the mother was involved. The mother was the one that gave up her own kids to star in these movies.
I believe it, man. Because I think when these kids, if this many kids went missing, a parent would have to report it in. But if these kids are missing, it's like, and it's the parents that's putting them into this nasty system they got going on. The parent ain't gonna call the cops. These kids gonna just be missing, and then the end.
Yeah, and then I think this was like the height of kidnappings, like during like the 70s and 80s.
70s was wild, man. I watched a video about that, about how kids were just getting snatched up in the 70s, because there's like not too long after the flower power movement, and then all these kids were like, oh yeah, let's go out and screw mom, screw the man, I'm gonna go live on the road. And a lot of them was like hitchhiking, just run away from home hitchhiking. Shit. A lot of kids and teenagers got killed in that time frame.
I'm gonna run away, live free, and action during the film.
Right? Not realizing like there's a sick world out there. People got these nasty urges.
For the perfect opportunity, they see like a child walking on the street by themselves. They're like,
yeah,
this is the universe speaking. I found my next movie star.
Yeah, it was like I remember the documentary I was watching about it. It was like mainly white kids from the suburbs. Like, man, like I don't want to be here no more. I'm leaving. And then they just like take a little with a stick with the little
sack, yeah.
with the sack on title to the end of it, and they would bounce, and then next to them, the first person they meet on the side of the road, pick them up, then they dead.
Now they bouncing on something else.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended. Whoa. We're gonna get in trouble.
That feels already crazy enough as it is.
All right, hey editor, just cut that. Cut it out. Get it out.
Gotcha.
All right, what's the next one? All right, so he's gonna talk about his letters.
I'm not realizing that I'm being re-victimized every time
Not at that
somebody
point.
has sex with me, because we'll receive letters, and they'd open up the letter. It would have a certain name on the outside of it. Everybody that was in a porno video loop or whatever, we all had fake names. So my name on the screen was Tommy. People would write in, and they would write in the letter, and the letter is written a lot of times in crayon on paper that you would use when you were in first grade.
That's nice.
So I don't know how they make you write things now in the first grade, but back when I went to school in 1972,
Jesus.
the paper was wider and the spaces were bigger, and you used a fat pencil to write with instead of a regular size pencil.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
You know, when
too.
I was a kid, that's what it was. So you'd get the first grade paper would be sent in with a message written in crayon asking for Tommy to appear with Little Bit. We had a little girl named Little Bit, and nobody ever knew her real name. And we had another girl with a similar name. Her name was Mosquito Bites. So we had Mosquito Bites a Little Bit. And people would request Mosquito Bites to be with Tommy. And they refer to me as the little Hispanic kid. And they would sometimes be very specific in what they wanted to see. And people would read us that. And all of us felt good because we have fans. And our fans are wanting to see us in these movies.
Jesus
and it
Christ.
never occurred to us that these were adults watching the videos.
Yeah, so
That's
those letters,
crazy, man.
yeah, it's wild. Like the letters they were getting were real life adults writing in crayon,
Pretending to be kids.
pretending to be kids. They probably wrote with their left hand, so it looked like a child wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
I was saying, I've always wondered, especially when I hear like these stories of these men getting caught like with terabytes full of like
Terabytes, huge.
kid corn, like this
Yeah.
terabytes full of it, like, and it's like where are they getting, like who's filming this, like where are they getting this from? Because it's like, is there a system set up to like, because it seems like they just, if you got like a terabyte full of stuff, that means there's like a system set up to like keep these kids flowing in, and then you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think
It's
shit.
crazy.
I think that market alone is billion dollar market, and then they started
Yeah.
early, like probably before the 70s and stuff. They already started this program because they knew like whatever these adults they wanted to see stuff like that. So they're like, we're gonna take it to the next level. Like move that horse out the way. We're taking it to the next level.
It could be one of them things is like that evolved with time, because I would assume like before the 70s and anything like that, before any type of recording device, it's all like, okay, you have to go to the secret back room of this place and you could watch them through like a glass mirror type stuff.
Right.
Now it's like, we can send it to your house. We can send you VHS tapes,
Yep.
send it to you. Just pay your little monthly pedo fee.
Now it's all like, wow, how they're getting it
Online.
super
Man,
anonymously online through whatever dark deep
Man.
web. And yeah, terabytes of children doing movies. That's
Right, 'cause like,
dude.
yeah, 'cause like this can't be the same child and a terabyte full of porn. I mean, corn.
Right,
This got to
it's-
be like a whole
it's a
bunch of
business.
kids in it. Yeah. Wow.
Kids, it's a business, man.
Sick.
Yeah, it's wild. And then when they get too old, they're like, "Get out of my face! You're not in this
Right.
no more."
All right, you start to get some peach fuzz now. You gotta go.
Yeah, hold the mic steady,
Getting too tall. We gotta get up out of here.
Lil
Actually, we're gonna make
Chris.
you the cameraman.
Yeah, we
At
got
16, you're gonna
Lil
be
Chris
cameraman.
performing today.
Coming to the stage.
You say, "Hey, your fans want to see you perform with another male." Like, who is it? Little Billy.
You wrote your
Oh
letter.
shit! I'm not working today. I'm off. So you're never off.
No.
Here's a pizza. What else you want? Drugs? Name it.
Some
We
drugs
got
on
it.
top of pizza.
Want some weed? Got it. Cocaine?
God, whatever you want.
You want a salad bowl? You know how they call it like a salad bowl? It's like it's a bunch of drugs just mixed up together.
Yeah.
And he did he did talk about it. He was like one of the adults just gave him a bowl full of drugs, and he was just taking them. It's like oh, this one makes you sleepy. This one picks you up. This one makes you hyper. And then he would take two at a time. Like, oh, okay, this one cancels out that one.
Yeah, some uppers and some downers, and here's something that's gonna like relax you.
Yep. All right, so this next video, damn, I think he talks about like him going to like when he discovers like the people he was messing with was actually a satanic coven. I think it's this video. Hold on, let me see.
I'm not realizing that I'm being re-victimized.
Oh no, it's not that one. We just watched that one. All right, let me go to the next video. Okay, this one.
So I went up to one of the members that I trusted. It was an adult. And I said,
all right, so like before I continue, so basically there was a child, right? And then the kid said, hey, you're in a satanic coven. And he was like, no way. So now he got curious, and now he's gonna ask one of the adults about it.
Yeah, somebody finally put his ass on. It's like, this ain't no movie, bro.
Right.
Not the movie you think.
hey,
This
I
ain't
got
Disney
something
Channel.
to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, okay. I said, you're going to laugh. He goes, all right. I said, I heard this was a satanic coven. Crazy, right? And I'm expecting him to burst out laughing and pat me on the back and tell me to go play, and it's not a satanic coven. But instead, he says, it is. And my heart just dropped into my stomach, and I was like, am I a member? No. Would you like to be?
Oh,
So this is what I was going to ask you, because you didn't want it to be a satanic coven. You were scared. That's why you didn't want to accept it. And then once you found out, you didn't leave. But that's why the reason you didn't leave is because they were giving you whatever you wanted, right?
I'm thinking about what am I going to lose? Well, I'm addicted to porn. I'm addicted to masturbation. I'm addicted to watching porn and being in it.
Damn.
You got to be 18 to buy porn.
Right.
I'm 12 years old.
Yeah.
I'm having sex almost every day,
Goddamn.
at least on the weekends. If I quit, that's going to go away. Now, I'm also smoking cigars, cigarettes, pipes,
a hardcore kid.
and you got to be 19 to buy tobacco. I'm still 12.
That's hooking him up.
I'm drinking almost every day, at least on the weekends. You got to be 21 to buy booze. I'm still 12. I'm taking illegal drugs practically every day. If I quit, this is where I get my illegal drugs. I'll get them for free. So I'm probably going to have to buy them. But what if they cut off my supply? What if I can't get drugs anymore?
Yeah, that's basically how they get these kids like hooked,
Right, make them to addicts.
Yeah, make them into addicts, and then make them still continue to do their movies until they don't no longer need them.
Right? 'Cause it's not like these kids are like grown adults where like they go meet their plug at their plug's house or something, or go meet a plug down the street. These are like kids, and like this. And if you're an addict as a kid, the only source you're gonna get it from is some nasty adult willing to give it to you.
Adults, yeah, yeah, they got him. They got him early.
Hook, line, and sinker, boy. They got his ass.
They got the people writing in, hey, we want Tommy to perform with everybody. That little Mexican kid, Lil T.
Lil T. Yeah, Tommy is like, yeah, look, bro, like. What y'all do? What y'all was doing at 30? I was doing at 12. I was doing drugs. I was getting them. I was clapping cheeks.
There was like some stuff he said that I had never even done before. Like he said he smoked cigars. I was like, I've never smoked a cigar.
Oh man!
And he did that at 12. I was like, damn! I was a 12-year-old just smoking a cigar, like doing all these adult things that most adults haven't even done yet.
And like, man, I did all these drugs and shit, and it sounds like he living a porn star's life, but through a child. That's what it sounds like.
Basically, like a porn star, rock star life. Because he did said like, you know, like those kids, like they got excited because they're like, oh shit, we got fans. You know, they just can't see like the numbers like that. It's not like nowadays if you're like a TikTok famous or whatever.
Yeah,
like they're still going through like the same thing. Like when they make videos, like, oh shit, I got fans.
Yeah,
it feels
back
good.
Then was back then was fan mail. Now it's like TikTok. People just comment.
TikTok, Instagram. Now they can see their fans. They're not writing in crayon no more. They're doing like DMs and shit.
Yep.
Yeah. So like
the game has evolved.
I don't know. Like you think like a lot has changed like since like the 70s, like how they're doing shit like with kids now.
Yeah, criminals always evolve. Crime always evolve. I've learned that a long time ago. Like criminals are always looking, like while we sleep at night, while we rest in, get ready to go to work the next day, criminals out there plotting every second day. They're like, how can we advance this to keep up with ahead of the cops or ahead of the authorities, and you know, especially criminal enterprises. But they always trying to evolve.
It seems like kids is like one of the targets for like an organization that it's never gonna ever go away, and it's been like that for a long time.
For real.
That's why, you know, just have a robot kid, you know, call it a day. You can't watch your kids like, let's say your kid get mad at you, like, I'm gonna leave. Right? Then the kid actually leaves, and boom, on a milk carton.
Robot kid?
Yeah. No, like a real kid.
Oh, real kid. My bad. Oh, yeah, nah. Yeah, what's up with that? Why did they get rid of the milk carton things? Because that was kind of... A lot of people drink milk. You think they would have kept it going, but...
Well, I think, like, the owner of, like, the milk company, they're actually in on it, too.
He's like, we're calling ourselves out too much.
Like, hey, stop. Billy gone. Yeah, he gone already.
We got him.
He in the system.
And
stop trying to find him. Save some ink.
After a while, he's like, oh man, it's getting too hot. I gotta take these kids off these milk cartons.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's crazy now? Like, if you go to Walmart, I don't know if they still do this, but they have a whole wall of missing people.
Man, yeah. I used to work at years ago. I used to work at the library in downtown Atlanta. I used to do security there, and it's like 4 floors of a library. I've never seen a library this big before. But on the very bottom level of the library is the kids section. And when I first started working there, the guy was like, the security guard that was teaching me, you know, the ropes and everything. He's like, hey, like, he said, this is the kids section. It's a nice area too, man. He's like, these are times of the day right here where we got like, he showed me like a list on the wall. He's like, these are times where the kids sit down and have story time, yada, yada, yada. He says, but when you come down here, be on the lookout because there are people that creep around here and hide between bookshelves and try to pull these kids over to them.
Oh,
while
shit.
like, yeah. And he's like, and I was like, for real? He's like, let me show you something. So we went back to the security office, and I shit you not, all over this wall was Polaroid pictures and cell phone pictures of, because like, he walked around because he carried like the work cell phone on him, and he would just take before like these. It was like older Polaroid pictures because it was like I guess early 2000s when he was using it, but like recent as it got like within 2010s or whatever, he said they started using like cell phone camera pictures. But anyways, the whole wall was full of all these pedos that were caught in the whole children's section, and they took a picture of them real quick. This is like, they said like we can't lock them up. The only thing we do is report them because we're our job to observe and report, and not be cops. So we make sure we took pictures of them, sent to Atlanta PD, and they put it in the system and then try to track down these people. But it was just a wall full of these dudes. It was sick. It was sick as shit. And I was like, he's like, man, it never stops, man. He's like, so when you go down there, look for adults hanging out between the bookshelves, because sometimes they'll open up the books like, hey, psst, come over here. Like,
hell no.
Wow, this is at a library, man. Like, they, no respect.
Man, fuck that library. Why don't they burn it down? Like,
man, but they got a business to run, but
shit, that's crazy. Like,
wow,
if they know
man,
like that was a problem, I would like, all right, shut the library down, man. Too many kids are getting kidnapped.
Right. Well, as far as I know, because I don't think he told me any kid got kidnapped there, but the fact that he was making the attempt was even like that. A wall full of just dudes that just try to come up in there and is trying to like, hey, come here, kid, hanging out in the kid sections in the library.
Yeah, it's pretty. Atlanta's actually like known to have a lot of kidnappings. Yeah, it's a trafficking hub for children.
Super big, man. I remember back several years ago, when they had the Super Bowl in downtown Atlanta, and all you kept hearing on the radio was like, "Hey, women, be careful! Don't go out there by yourself." Because there's a thing that happens with the Super Bowl. When every time they have a Super Bowl event, women get kidnapped a lot in that city because like it brings a lot of business there. But boom, everybody's there trying to get close to the Super Bowl area. Even if you didn't got tickets, you try to hang out at the bars nearby. But women tend to get kidnapped a lot during the Super Bowl, like around that time. And so they was put out like an advertisement during the Super Bowl, like, "Hey, women, be careful! Do not be by yourself because this sex, especially with Atlanta, there's like sex trafficking is huge in Atlanta."
Yeah, they'll snatch you up so fast.
You hop on any highway, your ass is going out the state.
Yeah, like for example, like the train stations, right? Like before, like a long time ago, they used to have like the open bathrooms, like anybody could use the bathroom. Now they have like locks where only an employee can open it, and then they can let like the person in. And the reason why they did that because they had like a girl go into the restroom, right, and then like a man went right behind her, and then just raped her in the restroom, and then nobody can help her. Or
right.
he did his thing and then he just bounced.
Damn.
Yeah, and there's this other case where like this child, like she got into a fight with her mom on the train and stuff. She's like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And then like she tried to run away like to the train station, but little did she know some dude snatched her up, right? And she went missing for months. And they're like, they put her picture everywhere and like, "Hey, where's this girl?" Like blah blah blah. And then next thing you know, one day, months later, she showed up to the station. Like, she looks all beat up. Her clothes is ripped. And then she told the story like, "Hey, they had me at this hotel for I don't know how long. And they basically, like, use her for prostitution at that hotel." That was just, like, down the road from, like, the station, the MARTA station.
Damn.
Yeah, and then she was crying. Then, like, that shit was crazy. Just like that, just run away from your parents and boom, you get kidnapped. Now you're in a whole prostitution ring,
Right.
Nothing but truck drivers like coming in, parking, and then where they at?
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, there's guys out there. There's people out there exist to catch like runaway kids, and then like, because I know there's like been like a lot of stories, especially in the black community, where like black kids go missing. And the cops will be like, "Well, they're repeat runaways, so maybe they'll come back." And them kids never come back. So the cops are kind of like, "Well, this is not the first time this kid ran away. They'll be back like they always have, but this time they ain't coming back at all." So it's like,
yeah, that's sad.
That's why some people be thinking like the cops ain't on them. Like, man, y'all ain't trying to find these kids.
Yeah.
Y'all put out a whole APB for a little white kid go missing. Y'all shut down the whole damn. Y'all shut down the whole country.
They better do that when an Asian kid go missing too, right?
Yeah, it's like they target like poor kids from poor homes, because when you like more up there, you kind of like you got more security around you. But when you come from a poor household, you got parent working 2 jobs while you in and out of schools, you can skip school whenever you want, and you kind of got no real kind of like parental advisory over you. You skip out and walk down the street by yourself, and you get snatched the fuck up. That's crazy.
That's why I'm glad I'm not like a kid no more. I'd be like,
I don't think the Asian community really go down like that with kids getting kidnapped. It seems like it's more.
Adults get kidnapped too. Even like especially like adults, they look like kids. They're like,
right.
We're gonna take you. We're gonna take that too. Put you in the car. But there's no minorities. I don't know. I think anybody can get it.
Anybody, body parts. I think kid body parts, especially.
Kid body parts.
That's what they try.
Valuable. That's gold.
Valuable.
I'm gonna take a leak real quick. When we come back, I'm gonna play some more videos for you guys.
All right.
Be right back. All right, and we're back.
I think I made it worse. Shit.
Oh, you're trying to clean the camera?
Yeah, I think I made the lens worse.
It look good. You're good.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Maybe just
this
me
is
then.
an audio podcast. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
if
right.
they complain on video, like,
Yeah, true.
we're a small podcast.
Very
All right, so the next video, I guess this is him getting initiated into the whole satanic rituals. All right, I'm gonna just play it because I forgot what he talked about.
You excluded one. There's a white robe.
Okay.
The white robe is the innocent person. And that's what you wear when you first come into the room. They'll have a big coven meeting where they're welcoming you in. And you come in a white robe, and they baptize you, full submersion, in a big, it looked like an upside down demon skull. And you get baptized in that, and it's human blood, pig's blood, and human urine. So they pull you up out of that, and you go into another room and you take a shower. And when you're in there, you get changed into a black robe with a red inverted pentagram. And you come out with the cowl raised up, and it signifies you've been baptized into a world of darkness.
Mm-hmm. So that's like him getting initiated, getting baptized with, like, what he said. He was like blood, pig blood, human blood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, semen. I don't know what he said, but yeah, pretty much after that ritual, they're like, all right, now you're in the club. Welcome. There's one video I forgot to play. I skipped one where he actually sold his soul, and allegedly. God. Let's play this real quick.
And I was like, sure, what's involved in me joining? He said there's 13 steps to becoming a Satanist, and you've done almost all of them already.
Yeah, you did.
Damn. Halfway
all
there.
I had left to do, I had to slice my left thumb and bleed onto a document. Now, thumb, because it's closest to the heart. The document is 5 pages long. You have to bleed onto 3 pages and sign it in your blood. The blood of Jesus washes away all sin, but not mine. And I sign my name to that.
Damn.
Jesus died for everyone, but not me. And I sign my name to that. And on the final page of a 5-page document, I agree to sell my soul to the devil.
So this is what people talk about. We hear stories about people in Hollywood saying they sold their souls and whatever. A lot of people don't believe it. You're saying it's real, you did it, and this is exactly the form. Is it the same for everybody, or was that just for your coven?
That's for my coven.
But you have to renounce Jesus. That's the main thing. Renounce Jesus. And I'll ask you, with what you know now, is it possible to sell your soul to the devil?
No. It's impossible to sell what you don't own.
So it's deception, essentially.
Right.
Satan makes you think that you're selling your soul so he can keep you more bound in whatever he has you in.
Right. In my talks, I usually have somebody sitting next to me, and I'll ask them what kind of car they drive. And then I ask the audience, who out there can legally sell me this person's car? Nobody puts their hands up. I'm like, why not? And because it doesn't belong to us.
There you go. So there's no way you can sell your soul to anybody, because that shit's not even yours in the first place.
You don't own it. You didn't make it.
So basically, when he did that little ritual where he sold his soul in quotations, like basically he gave up, like kind of like his will or whatever or something. Like he gave his will up to like the devil.
Right.
Like you can no longer fight it, because in your head your shit's gone, and you're like, oh shit, I'm bound to this like forever, for eternity, and that's in your head. Yeah, like that's what you gave up. You gave up your own power. Like you can't do shit now.
We own you. God don't own you.
Yeah, and the dude was like, oh, I did all 13. I just got to sign papers now. He did everything. Adult orgies.
It's like, you were overqualified, sir.
Yeah, they look at his resume. It's like, God damn.
It's impressive.
Yeah, this resume is like somebody who's like in their 60s. You know, like to achieve all these these accomplishments.
These crazy feats.
Like, God damn. Gold star. 5 gold stars? Jesus.
All this fan mail.
Damn, little T, look at you. You went from like kitty corn to like kitty corn director.
Right.
I don't know, I made that part up, but yeah. Yeah, that's
God, man.
His story is so crazy, dude.
I think he would have to be crazy to even want to admit that he was involved in this. That's what I think.
Right. That's
Either
why
he's telling the truth or he's a lunatic.
Yeah, because he's trying to like help people now. Like, I think like his main thing that he's doing now is trying to stop like the abortion clinics, because he says some of the abortion clinics, like the one like in Minnesota, it's actually owned by one of the Satanic like coven members.
Oh, it's like a front.
Yeah, it's like a front, like to do abortion and get all the baby parts and whatever they do with these children, it's being sold to the market, you know.
Come here, we'll abort your child.
Yeah. Let's see. What's the next video we got? What's the next one? All right, it's him still getting initiated. All right, next video.
They give you a wheel. It's about this big around, and it has a crucifix in the middle, and you can spin it. You spin it upside down, signifying human sacrifice. You grab the arms of Jesus and break them downward, denouncing Christ. And then you have an orgy to celebrate that you're now a Satanist.
Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus. All right, guys. Time to clap some cheeks. Good job.
Did he break Jesus' arms yet? Yes.
That's crazy.
Let the orgy commence.
All right, now it's time for the real fun.
Bow, 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 like the damn disco ball comes on.
It comes out from the ceiling, like.
Yeah, like he just broke Jesus' arm. Like, that's crazy how like how they don't like Jesus that much. Makes you wonder, like, Jesus is real, right? Like, why are they doing all this to tarnish the name of Jesus, make you disrespect a Jesus statue like that?
It's like it is. It's like, why does Jesus live rent free in your head? And like,
yeah,
y'all worry about him a little too much. But that's always I've been saying too. Like, if you believe in the devil, that means you believe in Jesus, and then vice versa.
Right. If you believe in good, there's bad.
Yeah.
Yin yang. It's a balance, universe balance. So like for every Hitler, there's like a million hippies.
Yeah, right.
Counterbalance. Yeah. We put them on a scale. Hitler's like, let's get 1,000 hippies up in here.
9. It's like he's not. He going up.
Goddamn, too many hippies. Too many hippies. Put another Hitler on. That's what happens, right?
Got to put another Hitler.
That's why you can't be like, oh, I wish for world peace, but then the scale be so off. Like, oh shit, so much good stuff happened. Okay, we gotta drop something. Like, give them 10 Saddam Husseins.
It's like, damn, we got too many. The population is booming. We gotta cut it down.
Yeah.
Trim the fat off this.
Too much good. Let's make one big bad disaster.
That should balance things out.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. You know, it's like let's say your life is going so good, and the universe like, all right, we about to throw that big ass rock in your face.
Like a baseball.
Boom! Fucking legs cut off. Everything. I was like, God damn. Right? Your legs blown off. Freak accident and shit. Alright, next video.
And they gave me the red robe.
Okay.
And the red robe is for the mage. That's the official person that does the magic of the coven. So anybody in the coven is allowed to practice magic. But the person with the red robe, when somebody comes in and gives my coven $10,000 to do a magic spell, it's the mage that does it. Now, you can request a particular mage. There might be 5 of us. Or you could just request a mage. And in either case, it's the guy in the red robe that's going to do it.
Right, so what a mage actually is, I learned this from playing video games. The mage is the one that does all the magic. And they always wear robes and stuff. They're like the magician, got the stick. They're like, oh, they cast spells. So in his particular case, like after his whole initiation, like within the Satanic coven, they gave him like a red robe, and these are the guys that perform the magic. So when outsiders they come, they're like, hey, I want you to perform some magic on so and so. I want to gain like a business that's worth millions of dollars. They would pay the mage with the red robe, like, here's $10,000-$20,000. I want you to help me acquire this business. And that's usually how it works, like in like a Satanic coven.
Okay.
Like they're equipped like not just with normal members, but they have like magic, the people that dabble in magic, and that's where
some dark wizards.
Yeah, and they believe stuff like that because like, dude, there's like people like they sell like spells like on eBay for like $200. Like, hey, you want a money spell to make more money? Yeah. And then they sell it for like $200 right on eBay. And then you tell them what you want, and then they'll do the spell for you. Yeah, because he was talking about that too. He was like, people were selling spells on eBay, and people were actually paying for that shit. But like when you actually go to a satanic like coven, like when you dabble like in magic, like with these mages, that's already like an official mage, right? You're getting like a legit magic guy.
Yeah, I know eBay shit.
You're not getting no ghetto eBay shit. You're getting like one that's already had a reputation for performing like their magic and it's working like 90% effective. Just like a game. Like when they do magic, 90% effective.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a damn game, dude. Like a D&D game.
Right. Like, oh shit! Like critical hit.
Yeah, critical hit. Like goddamn, mage. You need. And what I learned from all these RPG games, you always need a mage in the group. That's how you beat the game.
Yeah, mages. I usually roll with a mage. Like I usually never pick a mage, but I usually like to have a mage in a group though for sure. Just like because they're like glass cannons. They can do some damage, but they can't take no hits. So. Yeah,
I used to like being like a mage, but I like to heal people like in the game.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I feel like I'm doing something for the group. Like if I'm not fighting with my hands, I'm like, hey, let me heal you up.
Yeah, I got you. Don't relax.
Like here, sit still. Like take these syringes.
Right.
Magic syringes.
So, all right, you good to go? Get back in there and fight. I'll be right here when you need me.
How's that potion? It's nice, right? You're alive. All right, so the next video I'm gonna show, he talks about like abortion and how he got into the whole abortion thing, and he's just trying to please the devil, basically.
Okay.
When I was 14 years old, it was announced that we were going to, all the male members 12 to 15 were going to sleep with a female member that was 19, and this was her second pregnancy.
Damn.
And she was what's called a breeder. And a breeder intentionally gets pregnant so she can have an abortion. And I was like, all right, that's cool. And then I went home to look up abortion because I didn't know what it was. I knew that my parents one time whispered the word. So I knew it was a dirty word, but I didn't know anything about it. And my dictionary at home was so old, it didn't have the word abortion in it. So I went to the library and found 2 books, both of them 2 inches thick. And I'm not reading 300 pages to find out what an abortion is. So I go back to my coven and ask them, hey, I've got to commit an abortion in 9 months. What's that? And he goes, oh, you're killing a baby.
See, that's how innocent like this guy was,
Yeah, he was a kid.
Yeah, and then grew up in like the 70s. He doesn't know what abortion was. Like, I didn't even know what abortion was till I got older. But like at that time, like he said, he even looked in a dictionary. He's like, hey, this word is not even in here. Like, what's happening? Like, what am I getting myself into?
Yeah.
And then like what he was talking about, like how the 19-year-old female, she's the breeder. Her only purpose is just to produce as many kids as she can, so they can take it, do the abortion, and then do God knows what with these babies. And he's going to be responsible for doing a lot of these abortions. And that's another crazy thing about like his whole story. He's admitting to this stuff as an adult.
Yeah.
Right? Is that not a crime?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You're admitting to do like a procedure that you're not even qualified for. Like, you're not a doctor. You're a mage doing an abortion.
Straight mage. You have no doctor. You have no degree. You have no school behind you.
Yeah, that's a crime within itself, and
you just abracadabra shit.
Yeah, basically. Right, next video.
Told me that it was just a lump of cells. They're just going to scrape out some cells. They're going to vacuum it up with a little vacuum tube, and I'm not going to see anything. But that I needed, for me to do the hex, I needed to get blood on my hands. So it would probably be the mother's blood, and you're not there to hurt the mother. Just get some of her blood and put it on your hands. Then go do your X. Okay. And so they had me practice, though, with a scalpel and an apple or an orange or a ball of Play-Doh, and practice stabbing each one of these things. And that'll be this lump of cells that you stab. and just getting blood on your hands. So don't worry about it; it'll be simple. And so that's what I did for 9 months. I went and participated in the orgy with everybody else. And
no big deal.
She was telling me that this is her second pregnancy. And I was like, what's the goal here? And she said, we have as many abortions as our body can handle.
Damn.
And the more abortions we can do, the higher position we get in the end.
Yeah. So like basically when they're doing these acts, like these breeders, they're doing it to you get like a higher rank within whatever this the Satanist group, like they want to get noticed like by the devil. So they're like, if they do more bad shit, they're like, all right, the devil's gonna notice me and grant them whatever like they want. Like it's crazy. Like this super brainwash. And then like they know like it's real because they're seeing like magic happening. Like okay, like they believe it. Even this dude is like, okay, I'm performing magic and I'm seeing like my result, so I know it's real.
Right.
It's not like oh shit, I'm doing shit, nothing's happening. He's like, no, I'm doing shit and stuff is happening.
It's popping off.
Yeah, it's just wild. All right, next video. This is where he talks about where he sees like a guy with a top hat painted. His face is painted like a skull, and he's wondering who the hell is this guy. But it caught his curiosity because he sticks out so much,
Yeah.
And then this is where he gets into like the high wizard phase, and this is like the ultimate, I guess, mage level.
Fun stage.
So I come up and strike up a conversation with him. Now let's go back to me being 13 years old. When I was 13 years old, I was at a sleepover one night.
Okay.
And I got up about 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom and get a drink of water. And I saw this guy walking through the house. Never seen him before or since. But he's wearing a tuxedo, top hat, had a wand in his hands, and corpse paint on his face. He looked like a member of KISS wearing a tuxedo. And I was like, that is the coolest look ever. I don't know what that is, but I like it. And he looks at me, sees me, winks at me, keeps going.
Yeah, so like that.
So they was in the house at the sleepover he was at.
Right.
Some man, what?
Yeah,
I don't
he
remember
wakes
this
up.
from last night.
He wakes up at 3 in the morning, and then he went to go pee, and then he saw like a dude just walking, I guess in the house, right? Has a top hat, dressed up, like his face is painted like a skull, but he looks cool, like to him as a child. I was like 13 years old, like what is that? That's, I was like, that's always gonna be like in the back of his head.
Yeah,
like,
so I'm assuming this happened in the 80s then, because he's talking about like 14. Yeah, KISS was huge back then too.
Yeah, then I'm gonna play this next video. Like he grew up now, then it was always in the back of his head. Yeah. Because like later, like when he woke up, he told an adult, right? He's like, hey, I saw a guy with a top hat, he's wearing a tuxedo, and he has a painted face. It's like, and then the adult was like, it's like, no, that was your dream. You're dreaming. So he was like, nah, you lied, and I'm gonna remember that. So I'm gonna play the next video.
Like, oh, that's awesome. So I go to the bathroom, get my water, go back to bed. Next day, I approached somebody and I said, hey, I saw a guy here last night in a tuxedo with paint on his face. He looked like a member of KISS wearing a tuxedo. Who was that? He goes, you dreamed that. What? You dreamed that. That didn't happen. Oh. So now my coven's lying to me. No problem. I'll just lock that away somewhere in here. And one day, I'll find out who that was.
And later, he's going to end up finding out. Let's watch the next video.
A similar look walks past me. Tuxedo, top hat, wand in his hand, corpse paint in his face. And I grabbed this guy, and I was like, who is that? What is that? How can I do that?
See, at this time now, like, he's already, like, an adult now.
Okay.
And he saw, like, the same thing he saw when he was a kid. So this story he's telling now is old now.
Okay.
And he was like, well, who ran your coven? I said, we had a huge coven. 125 to 150 members at any given time. And we're run by 13 high priests and priestesses. And the mage does the official magic. The mage wears the red robe. And he goes, okay. He says, well, we have 1.1 million members worldwide.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
And we're run by a CEO and board of directors.
Goddamn.
And the high wizard does the official magic. That was a high wizard. I was like,
So the guy like he saw like as a child with the top hat, tuxedo, that was considered like a high wizard.
Okay.
So like at any point in time where he was saying like he's saying like the high wizard is like the most powerful position you can get, like basically like in the world. And later he will say like there's only like between 5 and 10 that exists like in the world, because nobody can just get that position like that. Like this is something that's granted to you by the devil himself, what they were saying. Yeah. So then he grew older, and then they told him, oh yeah, that's the high wizard. And that him like being like a child, he was always into magic.
Right.
Like he did magic like as a child. He was like that was his life basically.
So my thing is like if that wizard was there that night when he was a child,
That winked at him too.
Yeah, like so did the wizard. That's what I'm trying to think. Like, was at this sleepover when he was a child? Was this before he got inducted into this whole crazy world?
I think he was already like at the house like doing weird shit.
Okay, so he's already into that
like a sleepover.
Okay, so at the sleepover he's already into that crazy world.
Yeah, he's already doing like films and stuff. Yeah,
okay,
he's sleeping at the Diddy house, the party house.
Right.
Yeah.
The wizard.
And then he saw a high wizard just walking around the house like that.
Just go to the fridge and make a sandwich.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Late at night.
Yeah, it's wild. All right, next one. Which one are we at?
Bob says that's Tuxedo Mask. What? Yeah.
Oh, from Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon?
Motherfucking high wizard on Sailor Moon.
Right.
Goddamn. All right, next one.
Like, oh, that's awesome. So I go to the bathroom, get my water, go back to bed.
Next
day, I approached somebody and I said, hey.
Yeah.
I saw.
Oh, okay, never mind. Next one.
A similar look walks past me. Tuxedo, top hat, wand in his hand, corpse paint in his face. And I grabbed this guy and I was like,
we played that one too, my bad. Next one.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. How can I do that? You have to get the devil's attention. It's said that the devil handpicks the high wizard. So, and I was like, how do I get his attention? He goes, I don't know. I'm not a high wizard.
So like that, caught his curiosity. Like, oh, there's a high wizard. Like you can get that rank. And then immediately he's like, how do I become a high wizard? What I gotta do to get this position? Like I want the power, What Bob?
I give it to him. I get it. He's ambitious as shit.
Yeah, he's determined. Yeah. Bob says, "I see Jack Nicholson come in mind."
Right.
Yeah. He look like he could be a high wizard, like a Bohemian Grove and shit.
Yeah, that's like well, when I think of Jack Nicholson, like what how Bob was saying, I was thinking about from like the movie from Batman from 1989 when Jack Nicholson played the Joker. There's a scene where he wears a tuxedo and everything, top hat. But he has a Joker face paint on. It's all
shit, that's him then.
Crazy shit.
He's a high
That's
wizard.
what I was thinking of. Yeah, it looks like
Holy shit.
Like what he's explaining.
How to get that position?
Yeah, it's like I didn't even think of that till Bob said something. I was like, Jack Nicholson. I was like, he did dress like the Joker in 1989 in that movie. So
he might be a high wizard, man. But damn, what was I gonna say? Never mind. I'm just gonna play the next video with that high wizard too.
So I knew that I had to get tied in with the high wizards. I know that abortion is what the devil wants.
See, this is crazy, right? Like, he's like, because when he asked the guy, he was like, "Hey, how do you become a high wizard?" And then the guy was like, "Man, I don't know. I'm not one." So he says, "You just got to get the devil's attention." And then this guy's like, "I'm gonna get the most attention I can. I'm gonna do all this bad shit now."
Damn.
So I know abortion will get the devil's attention.
Goddamn, that's bad.
So I decided that I was gonna get tied in with the abortion group, let them know that I used to do them with my previous coven, and start getting in with them and doing as many as I can do. So I managed to do about 5 or 6 of them over the next few years, like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, so for the next few years, he started just doing a bunch of abortions as he can. Because, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Because, like he said, like, there's no application you got to fill out or no oath you got to sign to become a high wizard. This is something that's chosen by what they were saying in the group by the devil himself. That he has to give you that permission to get that title, you know?
Yeah, no human can make that choice.
Right. So he was like, I'm gonna just do like the most bad thing like I can do, and this is like the stuff that's like wanted the most, which is like freaking babies, man. Like, yeah, the babies are a high commodity, like in the whole world. That shit's hot. Watch your kids.
Hey, that's for real. Watch your kid. I get anxiety thinking about when I have a kid one day. I'm like, oh my god, this world is crazy.
Yeah, or like, you know how like when people have their kids, right? They put them in like the group of all the other babies. Like, what if they just fucking slip your baby out with a fake baby?
Yeah, replace your baby.
Yeah.
Somebody at the infirmary. I mean, not the infirmary. Where they got the kids in the hospital at, like the little babies.
Yeah, they give you like that shit. It's like a folklore where they said like babies are switched out after birth, but they're switched out by like an elf or something. Yeah. Or like a fairy. I forgot what you call them, but they switch your baby out with a different baby that's from another realm, and then that baby's basically like you're raising a child. Like, man, this doesn't even feel like my kid, because maybe it's not your kid.
Kid's a little off. Yeah,
your kid's bad as shit. Like, goddamn, where you get all these? Not a fairy baby. They call it something else. I forgot the term for it. But it's like a term for where they switch your baby out with a baby from like another realm, magic baby.
Baby swap.
Yeah, like a baby swap. I forgot to call it. I forgot. Damn. Basically, you're raising like a demon baby or something.
Yeah.
All right. Next video.
And it was pushed up against the wall, so no one's going to get behind me. And they set me down. And there's that.
Okay, so right now he's talking about like he felt like he got in trouble, right? So they told him to come like to the coven because they have to tell him about something because he don't know what's going on now. Like he even went to like purchase a gun and everything because he thought they're gonna fucking kill him. Yeah. But he's supposed to show up at this place.
The entire board of directors is there, but the CEO was there, and
so like all the big dudes were there. Like what is crazy about like this whole satanic like coven, right? The new one he's in, there's millions of members in that shit.
Yeah, man, that's more than the damn United States military. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's wild, dude. And they're so organized. They got CEOs and stuff. Like, it's crazy.
We're talking, and he says, basically, in a nutshell, Satan has chosen you to be the next High Wizard. And my heart skipped a beat. And I was like, really?
Got excited.
Why? And they just brushed over that. They didn't say why or how. They gave me this light blue book, and it was called the High Wizard Handbook. And it's just a bunch of drawings. So on the cover is a picture of a high wizard that's been drawn. And then you open it up. The first page says, "No one can tell you what to do." And that was like my favorite day. I was like, no one? He said, look, once you're the high wizard, it's up to you whether you do the magic spell or not. We may come to you and say, somebody paid us $1 million. Here's the spell. You can look at it, decide whether you're going to do it or not. You don't have to do it. There's 9 others of you guys. And there's between 2 and 5 in the world. The number could be as low as 1 or as high as 10.
That's crazy, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's how powerful like a high wizard is. Like, once you get that rank, nobody can tell you anything. Like, if you don't want to do that magic for Jeff Bezos to gain another $1 trillion or whatever. He's like, no, I'm not gonna do that for you. Go wear a skirt. Man. I'll give you something else. You know, go do something else.
Put this on.
Go sleep with Elon. So like those guys, like when they see the high wizards like at like a Bohemian Grove, like these little festivals and stuff, they're like revered as one of the people like they worship, like because they're the one that's granting all their wishes and shit.
Right.
And this dude just showing up with this in a tuxedo, face all painted. Everybody looked at him like the ultimate celebrity, you know, like, oh shit, a high wizard just touched down.
Oh,
we've been waiting for you.
And pay your respect now.
Yeah, but the word I was looking for is changeling. That's the word where the fairies or whatever, they switch your babies out. They call them changelings.
Oh, I kept thinking
yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking about a different name, but not changeling. That just sounds legit.
Yeah, so you could be raising some badass kids like from fucking who knows where. Like it looks like your kid, but why the hell your kid's so damn bad? Out here shooting people.
Why does his eyes turn all black when he gets upset?
Yeah, why he floating? Like damn, levitate. Why he running through walls? Why does he know my thoughts?
Evil.
Your kid's like calling you out and shit, like on your bullshit too. Like goddamn.
You ever seen this movie called The Omen?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the little demon kid, he's like the Antichrist. It was like that type of shit.
That shit was actually scary, man.
That movie is horrifying, man. Yeah. Shit.
I thought it was. I felt like it was real. I was like, that shit vibrated like it was real. I was like, it's gonna give me nightmares.
That movie is scary as shit.
Intrigue says, in Irish legend, a fairy child may appear sickly and will not grow in size like a normal child, and may have notable physical characteristics such as beard or long teeth. Man, if my kid grew and had long teeth,
vampire baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be like, damn, like they kidnapped our kid, gave us like a little sharp teeth kid,
right?
With a beard,
right? A bearded baby with long
that's
teeth.
That's not a kid, but damn it, we gotta raise this one now.
I'm like, y'all send me a midget by accident? What's this?
A leprechaun. Alright, let's play the next video. We're almost done.
Powerful people on Earth, right? Pretty much.
Magically speaking, yes. And, you know, these guys are sought after by everyone. Actors, rock stars, kings, queens, presidents, diplomats. Everybody that wants a magic spell and knows that they can get one from somebody that is reputable and it works. I mean, if you really want to spend $200 on a spell on eBay, you can do that if you want to. You have no guarantee that's going to work. You know, our work isn't exactly 100% ironclad. I mean, you may ask for $1 million and get 100,000, but you got something.
Yeah. So what it is basically saying is like, you know, when we perform like the magic, when you get it through the like from a high wizard, like over 90% is going to be effective. Like you're going to get what you paid for.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah, it's not like an eBay magician, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure like they're doing the magic too, but the likeliness of like it actually performing and being effective, maybe under 50%, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, under 50. But if you want the real deal, 90.
Yeah, like you go to a Satanist group, like, hey, give me Jeff Bezos. I want his body.
Because y'all think about it, man, these rich folks that made it up to where they at right now, they want the best of the best. So,
dude,
you ain't gonna get some eBay wizard. You gonna get some real wizard.
You know how like the rumor like in Hollywood or like with actors and stuff where they said if you want to become like you know, like rich and famous, you got to give up like one of your children firstborn or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So there's like this UFC fighter who went from like a UFC fighter to a boxer, right? And they're like, oh, he's gonna ruin his career going to boxing because he's not a boxer like that, you know. And then this guy, you know Francis Ngannou. That's who I'm talking about.
Nah, not off the top of my head. I can't. I gotta see his face. I'm bad with names.
Yeah, you probably see him. Yeah, you probably know him by his face. But he's like a heavyweight fighter, right? So he went from UFC to boxing, and then people say he's never gonna make it in boxing, and he's never gonna make like good money like that, right? And you know, everybody was doubting him. And then next thing you know, he got a deal to fight like Tyson Fury, and he almost won the fight, and he made millions of dollars, right? You know, like way more than he made in his whole UFC career. Then he blew up like in fame. Then they're like, all right,
What are you talking about? Yeah.
And then next he fought Anthony Joshua. That's his name. Yeah, AJ. Yeah.
Joshua,
And he fought him. He got his ass whooped, but he still made like millions of dollars.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking like how with his track record in UFC, he didn't even make a name like that big to even fight like these high level boxers. Because Tyson Fury, probably one of the best like heavyweight boxers all time.
Fuck yeah.
Along with the fucking Anthony Joshua, another like elite boxer, and a UFC fighter that was, to me, he was an okay UFC fighter. He didn't make his name big enough to even deserve like these type of boxing fights with these elite fighters.
Right.
So recently, like what I'm getting to, right, his 18-month-old child, his baby boy, just passed away.
I saw that.
And it just happened.
Just saw that right before we started the show.
I was like, holy shit. I was like, you gained the fame and wealth. The first thing I thought, I was like, did he give up like his kid for that type of fame
money
and wealth? That was crazy.
Yeah, I saw you did a post on, I think, Twitter about it. I haven't seen it yet, though, but I did see, I saw the news about it right before the show started. Bob says, yeah, I got introduced to that term from the show Outlanders. I'm talking about changeling.
Oh, changeling, yeah.
Yeah. You too?
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I was like, did you give up your firstborn?
Man.
For that fame and money? Because you probably thought it was fake, you know, right?
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, go ahead, take my baby.
They're just playing.
Like, oh shit, I'm rich. He said he called out his child's name and he wasn't responding no more. And that's sad, dude.
Yeah, so where did he find this child at? Like, just like this child like just fell or something, or?
I'm not sure the details, but I just think like the child just stopped responding. Like, probably died from something like a natural cause, a heart, something. You know, because your kid just clocks out like that. That's weird. Yeah, who knows? And yeah,
all for the fame.
Yeah, he got all that money, but at what price, right?
Right, your 18-month-old child. He probably was like, oh, they're not serious about it. Oh, whatever.
That was like the first thing I thought of too. Like, I didn't even think like, oh shit, bad luck. I was like, oh shit, he did something. Like he played with some magic, like. Because like at the whole time he was trying to prove like a lot of people wrong, you know, about like him moving to boxing from UFC. So he had to prove like, you know, to the world like, hey, he is a great boxer or a great fighter. Who knows?
Man, who knows, man? The shit people will do for fame is like no limit sometimes.
Yeah, it's wild. All right, this is gonna be the last video from this guy. Here we go.
Yeah, it's like 2,600 acres of redwood trees. Like, this does not sound exciting.
Okay, so right now he's talking about how this is his first time going to Bohemian Grove. And like it's gonna be like his first job as a high wizard.
Damn, you going to the big boys club now?
Yeah,
man.
And my first day, I'm dressed. I travel with a makeup artist, and she also gets me dressed. And if you're female, you're not really supposed to be there. So my makeup artist is a female. Some of the wait staff are females. And they all have to sign non-disclosure agreements. So
you're talking, no females are allowed in Bohemian Grove.
Right.
It's a sausage party.
So,
basically.
But like I said, my makeup artist is a female. So I have my own trailer when I'm there. And she puts on my makeup and helps me put my costume on. and out the door I go. This is my first official job.
Your first job as a high wizard was to go to Bohemian Grove?
Right. And just so in case your listeners are curious, what does a high wizard look like? As I have described, it's a tuxedo of some sort, a corpse paint on your face, a top hat, and a wand or a cane. I chose a cane because I thought, let's bring a little class. Because a wand looks hokey. It looks like, I don't know, it just doesn't look real.
Yeah, I'll put a picture up if I remember for people to see kind of what it looks like.
If you go to YouTube and look up the artist Pink, the official video of Leica Bill, she has a high wizard that appears in her video 4 times. The final 2 times, he's in the middle of a ritual or a spell.
Yep. So, like, if you guys curious about what a high wizard looked like, he said you can go look at the Pink video. Well, something high on a pill, something like that. And he said that wizard showed up like 4 times in the video, and then like the last 2 times, he's actually performing like a ritual.
Right.
And that's how they look. And then when you think about it, right, there's like you see like a lot of people dressed up as like a high wizard with top hat. Like, for example, you know, when I think about magic, I think about what's his name, Chris Angel. Remember Chris Angel?
Oh man, yeah, I've heard that name in a while. Yeah,
this dude, he stays wearing like a top hat, and there was like some scenes where his top hat face painted. I was like, is this I started to think about it, is this a high wizard like in public performing magic, showing up?
And most people ain't even gonna be aware of it.
Right. Because the crazy thing, like with magic, right? Once you start dabbling into magic, and then you start seeing results happen, you get a high off of that. And then once you get a high off of that, what do you crave more? More magic, right? So you probably go to like the darkest corners in the world trying to find more magic to do. And I think Chris Angel, he got caught up in all that, and then he became like the magic dude.
I'd imagine, like, cause like imagine if you had like superpowers. The first thing you want to do is always want to try it, try to get stronger, faster, whatever, you know.
Let me test it out. Like, oh shit! I didn't see the crazy thing. Like, remember the dude say like, once you become a high wizard, nobody can tell you what to do or anything. Yeah, you basically can do it like anything like you want. And there's like another video where he talks about like, he said once you're a high wizard, you're always going to be a high wizard, even though like you don't say like you're a Satanist no more. Like even if you convert to Christianity or if you're Catholic or whatever, right? He says your whole life you still own the title of like a high wizard. You still can do high wizard, activities.
For life,
that shit is stuck on you. It's like you've been branded a high wizard.
Yeah,
that's why go ahead.
I was like, that's the saying. Like, I said that would suck if you lose it after a certain amount of time. Like, man, after all this shit I did, I ain't no master wizard no more. Come on.
Yeah, it's like I'm not dropping rank. Like you already you acquired that rank, and it's like it's sealed. But now you're trying to be like the good guy now. And then he released like some books about like abortion clinics, like to try to stop abortions, because like ultimately when he did convert it over to the light, he ended up taking down like a lot of like abortion clinics, and he saved like all these babies' lives and stuff. Like well, they're basically trying to do right with all the wrong like he did. I don't know. That's how it works like that. But
I'm trying to save these kids. I'm trying to save all these kids.
It's like, it's like all the kids he took away. It's like he's trying to balance it out now. It's wild.
On a mission from God. Bob says, the Babadook. It was like, I think she meant Babadook. That stupid movie you made us watch.
Oh, Babadook.
I like that movie.
It was good. Yeah.
It's about trauma.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's not a stupid movie.
That's the one with the little boy with the mom, right? And then he made like some Home Alone traps at the end.
Right, and then the Babadook.
Cool. Oh, that movie's great.
Yeah, like
What you talking about,
it's a good movie, Bob.
What are you talking about? That movie's great.
Yeah, they watched it when their brain was still young.
And when
Even though I'm younger than them, you know, their mind was still developing. They're like, oh, it's not scary, but it's deeper. The whole story is deeper.
I don't get it. Like,
yeah, I was like, one day you'll understand. One day.
Watch it again. Watch it again.
Yeah. It's like the sibling tells like, yeah, the younger brother saying, yeah, one day you'll understand.
You'll get it one day. Give it time. Give it time.
Like, oh shit, he was ahead of us 10 years.
No, that movie's good, man. I liked it. I only seen it once, but I liked it a lot when I saw it.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of M. Night Shyamalan movies. Like, this shit's like, it's weird, right?
He does this on purpose now. His movies are just out there to me. But
right, it's like the Happening, the one with the plants. When I watched it with the young mind, I was like, this shit's stupid. I got older, I was like, holy shit, this is like another level of like how your brain thinks. Like, are plants trying to protect themselves like that?
Yeah, I was the same way with like when I first saw Happening. I was like, man, this movie's dumb. Then like years later, I watched it again. I was like,
it's too deep.
Like, they are life. They would try to save themselves. Because we just be abusing plants, like all types of shit. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean now there's like new studies saying like plants are like sentient creatures now.
I believe
they understand shit. Like
up.
they don't have eyes, but they say they can tell like what color shirt you're wearing.
What?
Yeah, I was like, what? Come again?
It's like what Melissa was telling me about cactuses in the desert. How about when they grow, if they start leaning in one side, they'll start growing a limb, go out the other side to help balance it out. It's like what? To keep itself from falling and snapping. I was like, that's wild, man. They gotta be like some alive being, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I think we all used to be at one point in our lifetime on this timeline. Maybe we were all cactus at one point.
Started off from somewhere. Now we're here.
And then somebody raised their hand. I used to be a pebble.
A little rock. Look at us. Now we came such a long way. Yeah, now we got grand wizards and shit.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Oh, all right, little Rod, sit down. Yeah.
Chill.
That's wow. We got any other topics for the night? But that was the whole thing with that one.
That's the whole episode.
Yeah,
that was good though, man.
Yeah, it was. I'm glad that we made it over the hour because I was worried if I didn't get enough clips.
Oh man, you did good, man. No, I appreciate you did a lot for this episode. Thank you.
Yeah, I did. It was like a 2-day. It was a 2-day event for me.
I'll get the next episode. I already got one lined up already.
Awesome. I can't wait. But damn.
Oh, crazy ass story, man. Shit.
Make me want to be like a damn mage doing like high wizard magic and shit.
I don't want to do all that. The process though, that's a grind. Like,
yeah, it's like you got to be like the darkest soul ever, right? To where the devil notice you. Like, damn, this motherfucker bad.
Well, it's not like the job entry is like young, so you gotta be a kid to get into this job. You can't be like, you can't be 20 when they're like, oh, I want to do this wizard stuff.
Yeah, the crazy thing is like he realized like he was being like exploited like as an adult. It's like, oh shit, they exploited me, but then he still continued on that path of like it's like, all right, I want to go pure dark now.
Yeah, that's all he knew. That was all he knew.
Yeah,
and then
yeah, before we close out, like how he converted over, I'm just gonna say it because I don't think we're gonna do another episode on this because it's too long. But at the end of the story on what he was saying on the next podcast on Almost False, he said how he got converted, right? He tried to run away from all this satanic stuff, right? Like he moved to like another state and then he was trying to like to go rogue and disappear from it. But then he said, and then he ended up like starting like a business, like a I think like a store, like a thrift store, where it's just selling stuff. And then he said like this lady came up to him, right? And then she says, hey, I want to sell like this necklace. And then immediately, like when he touched the necklace, he said everything went dark. And then he saw like a being came and talked to him about like everything that he's doing, and they're trying to help him, and they want to like show him the light, like get him out of that darkness because he's doing like too much fucking crazy shit. They're trying to save him. Right. And he said his whole store disappeared, everything disappeared, like everything was gone. The girl disappeared, and he was like, what the fuck just happened? So he started freaking out. He's like how, like in his head is like, how is she doing like a magic power that's more powerful than him? Because in his head it's like, I'm a high wizard, I'm most powerful right now, you know, but her magic was way more powerful. She ended up fucking locking him out of everything. and then
Shit.
blacked out his whole vision, and then he was able to see like this entity come in and speak to him about everything.
Shit.
And then like from that point on, it was like, holy shit, like there is like the good side that's way more powerful than everything that he dabbled in.
Damn, like, you thought you knew everything.
Yeah, he was like, hey, let me show you how little power you got, Mr. High Wizard. Boom.
Little man.
Yeah, little man. Like, and then boom, his whole reality shifted upside down, and then now he's speaking the truth, literally. And then he's like, I don't know, at a church telling stories and trying to help people. Yeah, that's his story. Crazy.
Crazy as shit.
Yeah.
He's lived quite a life.
From a teacher hopping on him,
Right.
11 years old.
Seeing a
all the
brighter
way,
person in the mirror.
yeah, all the way to becoming like a high wizard, all the way to back down, like ground zero.
Porn star to wizard.
That's wild.
Hell of a life.
Damn, I got a
You're
piece
rock
of bad, but yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll catch you guys back on our regular schedule every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern.
All right, guys. Peace out. Adios.
See you guys.